So I think I'll post the link again. Oh.
Okay, so all right, so it's live streaming now. It is live streaming now. Jesus Christ. Oh shit, it worked. This is you. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. All right, so let me just even like copy the link so that people can oh Jesus, that people can join, I guess. All right, so whose portfolio am I starting with? Someone sent me their portfolio. Let me share my screen. Everyone's just forming quiet today. What's going on? Has the week been bad? And I'm seeing like some new faces here. Iburum, Tiwa Sulaiman, Tolu, and M.O. You guys, Eugene, even you said, literally, the only person that I know here is everyone here is a new face. So, you know, it would be nice if you guys introduced yourselves. Tolu, I can't hear you. Yeah, I know, Eugene. I mean, it's your first time. I get it, yeah. But you have to speak. Like this thing that you're typing here, no one else can see it on except like on YouTube, I guess. Oh Jesus Christ.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, man.
Okay, what am I supposed to say? I'm Eugene, I'm a designer.
Okay. That's it. Where do you work? What are your favorite colors? What do you do? What kind of design do you do? Like Jesus Christ, you.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, apologies. Okay, so I'm Eugene. I am product designer. Currently freelancing, looking for a full-time role.
Okay.
I'm into illustration as well. Currently in year. Okay. What else should I say?
I got all I know. You know, you know, something you want to talk again. But that's fine. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. All right. So who else wants to like have a go? Okay. No. Someone sent me today. Yes, portfolio. So let's start with Daniel Shobowale. Okay. This is Mark. Is it Marcus or Marcus Brownlee? Oh boy. And this is a vector of okay, I think this is his vector gallery. Wow. When did he do it?
Please, what software the person use for this illustration?
I don't know. The person is not here to defend himself, but it does look like Illustrator. Yeah, he used Illustrator for this.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, so here's the thing. There are a lot of people there who do this sort of thing. They try. Let me just put it that way. They actually try, because there is so much detail that you could put into this illustration that will make it 2,000 times better, in my opinion. And let me show you some examples. Now these are, bear in mind that these are like really, really old.
Are you into illustration also?
That was a lifetime ago, actually. That was a lifetime ago. Like I don't think I can illustrate anymore. Not well, it's mostly laziness and tiredness. There's so many things that one is doing for money that's at I start thinking of, I want to start illustrating. There's no time. So let's see, vector. Let's start with vector, so you can see some of this style. No. This is a good example, but it's not the best example. This is old work. You know that this is old. Deviations. Groups, view. Where are the rest? So I just want to show you some examples here so that you can see the level of detail. That you can actually put into your work and basically to make it better. All these examples were done in Illustrator, yeah. And some of them were done using some pretty advanced techniques. Some of them like really simple techniques that you wouldn't even believe how simple they are.
So you now Figma and Illustrator, which is more easier to use to learn?
Illustrator is easier to learn. No, sorry, Figma is easier to learn, to be honest. Yeah. And you can actually extend Figma to do some things that Illustrator can do, but not everything. You see, Illustrator is a goddamn good software. I think now it will be a perfect time to introduce you guys to Chris Vector if you don't already know him. All right, so these are some of my illustrations. This was back in the day when my head was still, you know, hot and shit. Okay. So I think there's nothing else. There should be nothing else here. Okay, this is fine. And this is fine, and this is the last one. All right, so case in point. Now I want you to look at the level of detail here. Like, look at the hair, right? Like, if you're going to do hair, bloody do hair. Don't just put some strands and hope for the best. Like, pay attention to hair. Pay attention to highlights. Pay attention to how light interacts with the body. Pay attention to how the shadows are reflected on the body, right? So this is just one of mine. How
many days did this took you, or weeks either?
To do that? I don't know, that I can't remember. I know that some of these things are start and stop. Like you start, you wait for like a week or two, come back to it, spend like a few hours with it. Then some of them are like things that you do in a go. Like this one, I know that I spent like 3-4 days working on this one. This was in 2013.
Actually, my problem when I illustrate is I'm mainly the hair.
Illustrating hair is hard work. Illustrating hair is hard work. I can tell you for free. Illustrating hair is hard work. Again, attention to detail. Light bouncing, shadow, hair. It is very important. I can't even show you this one. But I mean, let's not even go through the drama of looking through every single piece. As you can see, this one I basically faked the hair. Yeah, I basically faked the hair, but I just went all out with the other parts. Here you get. So now let me introduce you to this piece of God, Chris Vector. I don't think he's still on Deviant. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good. Yes, he's still here. Whenever you can, look for this guy. I don't think he still puts his work on DeviantArt anymore, but this guy, when they say person sabi work, this guy sabi work, right? So let's check out some of this guy's other stuff. Chocolate cake branding, chocolate cookies. Okay.
Seems like someone is talking.
Is someone trying to say something?
His voice is actually down.
See, this is not the area where you use bedroom voice. This go beg you. Is someone trying to say something? Oh, okay. Tolu. Nana is here. Hey.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
My dear, I am good. I'm just managing. It has not been easy, man. I'm literally just hanging out there. Tolu, this is not bad. This is actually not bad. Especially when it comes to things that are stock exchange related. Stock exchange is one of the harder things to actually create UI for, because there are so many variables, so many moving parts. Yeah, so you have to be careful about how your hierarchy is, and especially typography. Yeah, like take for example this type for example is ridiculously small, but because you have to figure out a way to squeeze in as much information with very limited real estate, you have to make some certain concessions. So while I understand some of the decisions you made, it still requires some small tweaks here and there, but this is good. This is very good stuff. I like, especially here, this watch list area. I like it. I really like it. All right, what else do you have for me? Chop arm. Wait to Tolu. Now your project with this that year now, she? Because kind of looks familiar.
I've not submitted my product. I said projects now. The cohort just finished now. Which anyway?
Cohort 2 or cohort 3?
Cohort 2.
Cohort 2 finished months ago.
Oh, there's cohort 3 then.
Actually, we're on cohort 4. Where are you, man?
The one before the current one, Sha.
That's cohort 3.
Yeah.
You've not finished your project. Oh shit, that's true. You've not done your project. You're not supposed to have done your project by now. Your project is supposed to be No, you're actually supposed to finish your project by next week. I have not yet set a date for defense. So guys, just give me a minute here. I need to go attend something. Wait. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it took long. Okay. So this is a research. UX user flow wireframing testing UX design presentation. So I need to ask, what is the idea? What does this mean?
I'm just following other things I saw on Behance.
Ah, there is no meaning whatsoever. So if you put these things in a straight line, it makes no difference.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Sign in, home, view products. Yeah. Okay, this flow makes sense. This is good. This is a good flow. This is a good flow. And then wireframes. Okay. Okay. And from wireframes, screen preview, onboarding, sign up, phone verification. Wow, this actually does look nice. Although you might want to, yeah. This is okay. This is good. Dude, this is actually quite good, man. And this is a full product now.
Thank you.
How long did it take for you to work on this?
like, let's say a week or something, or less.
A week to do all of this.
Yeah.
All these screens. So that means you're trying to tell me that you move fast.
Basically.
Okay, that's very good. This is good stuff. This is very good stuff. All right, so let's see what else you have. Okay, this one, the goal. What's this? Card services. These are actual products, right? Or
I
are these
just
like
designed EcoBank app screens.
oh. Okay. All right. So here's I want you to really think of. You know that it's possible for you to have more. It's possible for a
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry,
You
my
want to say?
supervisor is here.
Oh.
She has left. All right. Give me 1 minute.
Can't you carry the thing upstairs? Huh? Put what? And tell her so that mother will tell you whether I'm feeding her upstairs. I'm feeding her here. Sure to be upstairs. Oh.
Okay, I'm back. So, are you still with me?
Yeah.
Good. All right. So my question is: you realize that there are some people that have more than one account, right? They can have like 2 accounts, 3 accounts, right?
Oh, I see.
Good. So I wanted to design for that use case.
Okay.
Design for that use case. Then let's review it, okay? But otherwise, this looks decent. This looks decent. I mean, it looks clean. I think that's what I like about it. It's very clean. Yeah, and maybe because I'm not really like settling down to like look at yeah, no. This is clean. I like the consistency of your icons. Yeah, this is very good. What I don't like is this shadow tab we put for here. So man, like it does nothing. And if you're gonna do it, you have to do it like there are ways in which you can do that it would make sense. But this looks good. I like what I'm saying. Nice one. Okay, so who else am I reviewing? Jesus. Okay, so these are some of the more vector stuff. This is done in Illustrator, not my work, but this is the kind of stuff you can do in it.
Hello, Mr. Leslie. Sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
I'm just saying to greet you and your work.
Hi, man. Dude, what's up, man?
I'm on video.
What's happening?
About Safa the hit.
Safa is real.
If I think that meet with that Safa, but I can't realize say this is the meet again.
You don't meet the guy. That's Docas.
My God, we shall go make count. Nah, I told you last time that I'm just like the UI design. I just they refresh my skills small.
Yeah. How's that going? I got don't lose. Okay.
Hold on, I beg. I did busy.
Okay.
Come. I can do small work.
So for those of you who are curious, these are like vector illustrations, real good stuff in my opinion. So whenever I have time, check DeviantArt. You just search for vectors, man, and I'm almost guaranteed that you find some very interesting stuff. This is one of my old ones. This is 2008. Again, detail, hair, eyes, highlights, very important. Detail. I think my favorite part of this entire illustration was the sneakers. I love working on these things, and I didn't even do this in Illustrator, because I had not like really mastered Illustrator. I did this in Photoshop, so that is that. This is my best friend, or one of my best friends. So that is that about that. All right. So who else are we taking a look at tonight?
I dropped mine in the chat.
Okay, let me see. Who is mine? Eugene, you dropped yours. Okay, so I'll take on this one, but okay. Eugene. Okay, what do we have here? Now, these are some interesting illustrations. This one is eye-catching. Let's see. Ooh, I like. It has this oily, sharp quality to it. I like this. This is very nice. And it looks very shiny too. I like this. Yeah, but here is now where you start suffering. This thing that this. Oh God, I wish I could zoom in to this thing. Oh God. I really wish I could zoom into this thing. But if you could see what I'm looking at here, this area here, I don't know whether it was intentional.
I didn't really know what to put there, so I just worked that up.
No, I understand. Like, it kind of looks like the sun, yeah, like with like plenty things around it. But the way you did it, yeah, it doesn't look like one single shape. It just looks like cuts. There are cuts all over the place, so it doesn't really look uniform and neat. I think that's the only feedback I have for this particular piece. But otherwise, it looks terrific. All right, what do you have next? This one. Why does it feel like I've seen this one before? No, I have not. Well, it does look familiar though. I like the style. Although you might want to work more on your background. Hey, Noel, what's up, man? You might want to work more on your background because of the background you used, it doesn't let your illustration shine. Yeah. So there isn't enough like high contrast. There isn't enough contrast to make me want to appreciate this illustration better. It looks good, no doubt, but you know, I think that's what you should work on, like how you render your backgrounds. Let's see, what else do you have? Kuda Health. Eugene, where do you work?
I don't. I don't have a full-time role at the moment.
Oh yes. You said you're currently freelancing. Okay, that is true. Okay. So how did you come about this Kuda Health?
Okay, so there was an application a few weeks ago. So I applied. I got to the stage for the tests, which I did, which is this particular design.
Yeah, but they didn't move you further than that. Well, that is sad, I guess. I mean, this isn't like the worst. It's not bad, yeah, but it does have. Let me see. Yeah, it does have problems because it kind of feels like it's trying to squeeze in as much. It kind of feels like trying to squeeze in a lot into this dashboard, and it feels like a lot.
So it's too crowded?
Yeah, it looks crowded actually. It looks crowded. Because calendar, yeah, and also I think there's some small visual design things that you need to pay attention to. Like this looks small. And then this something happened here. You did wuru here. Because the fonts are not consistent. Were you rushing?
Yes. Time was quite short.
Wait. It wasn't a take-home assignment. You had to do it there on the spot.
No. Like, so like 2 days to finish the entire thing, and I had to also do testing for it as well.
Wait, hold up. I don't understand. 2 days. Fantastic.
Yeah. They sent it
on top how much? No, like actually on top how much? I need to ask.
I don't know. I didn't find out.
This thing no go past 250, 300K. You show me that. And I agree. So if you want to say 2 days, maybe the goal isn't to finish. Maybe the goal is to see your thinking and to see how far, how far or how fast you can run. Yeah. But 2 days to do testing, research, visual design. Come on, man. They should be realistic. And at the end of the day now, when you now finally pass through all the hoops and everything, and you now join the company now, you discover that it's a Oga Center design. You discover that it's center design. Well, guy is always right. There is no testing, there's no research. Everything comes from Oga. I'm gonna beg who has to fire. I dey come. All right. I don't know how to say it with you. Pepe. Pepe. Nice, not beyond her real reality. Let's see. Sometimes the designer doesn't have a say. I'm disappointed designers allow this assessment. Ayodeji, see, the truth is there's nothing you can do about it. That's how companies are. That's how they actually run. That's how they actually run their recruitment. And it's not like they exactly have it. So like most of these companies don't exactly have experience hiring designers. So what they just do is probably either they do hearsay or they look online to see how other companies hire designers. Hey, Pepe, you're here. Nice. They look at other companies to see how they hire designers. Yeah. So that is why they behave the way they behave. So it's only like a few companies where they have a more structured recruitment process for hiring and analyzing the strengths of a designer. Very, very few. I don't know whether Paystack probably fits into this. I don't know about Flutterwave. I haven't interviewed in either of those companies. But I know that at Team Out where I work, yeah, I think we are trying to put together a more structured way of interviewing designers, so it doesn't feel like we are pushing you too much out of water here, but we just want to evaluate and test your skills. So that's it.
Solomon,
yeah.
One time. So he was asked him how Flutterwave recruits designers. So he was saying most of the time is through like who they know and who they know is good. That's what he said.
Okay, it's based on who they sabi. No, and to be honest, that is a safe way to do recruitment. A very safe way, in the sense that, like, if I put word out that I'm looking for a designer, yeah, and within my network I know someone that this person sabi, all I just need to do is poach him or to give him an offer that he will find very difficult to reject, and that is it. But the problem that most of these companies have is that they're not really heavily invested in designer communities, or at least in design communities. So if you are quite big in design communities, yeah, it'll be easier for you to actually say, oh, okay, we sabi this person sabi design. We can then recruit that person, really easily. I think InVision as a company is knee deep in design, but I don't know where they are these days or what they're doing. I know that Square or Squarespace, one of the two companies, those ones they sponsor. They Dropbox. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Dropbox is heavy on design. They are very, very heavy on design. But unfortunately, here in Nigeria, or at least Nigerian companies don't really put a lot of premium on design. So they don't really send us like that at the end of the day. Okay, we're looking at this. Oh yes, good. This area, Eugene, this area needs a bit more work because it kind of feels like a U here. Maybe it's the way you interpreted the lighting, but this area kind of needs a bit more work. I think here needs a little more detail and a little more detail around here. And I think it'll actually shine. But other than that, really good stuff. Well done. Yeah, it's suffering from the same problem. This is not the best way. This is not the best way to illustrate dark, really like dark this thing. This is not the best way. There are ways to do it, but this is not the best way. And this is the answer you did. Serious wudu. Oh Jesus, just hang on a minute, man. I do not know what my cat is doing. What do you want, wild creature? Well, so let's look at this tracker logo. Nope. Logo design is not your strongest point. Did you design the logo yourself?
I just put it together.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not your strongest point. I think it's something that you should invest in because it will do wonders for you.
Okay.
This is a whole lot of research that I do not want to read. Sorry, bro. Okay, so let's start looking at some of your stuff here. So you have to remember that Users have really big thumbs.
He's telling us.
Yeah. So maybe you can have this bottom nav a little higher, say around this area. Do you get?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So while that is done, clear all drawings and close this. Okay, this is fine. What you can do is this thing doesn't have to be gray, it can be white. It can be white. Don't ruin the experience. I know what you're. And then when did you do this thing?
This was like my first design.
I know. Like that was why I actually asked. When did you do this? This was in January.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good that you took out time to actually explore this, and it shows that there's a clear difference between this, and where you are right now. So yeah, that's growth. Tiwa Sulaiman, thank you for sharing your folio with me. For some strange reason, it seems okay. Tiwa Nijesu Sulaiman. That is a good name. That is a very good name. All right, so I am a skilled product designer and UX content writer with an expertise in using digital products to solve the problem of users. You know why? I like my industry here. We like to use very flowery English. And I'm guilty of this, man. I am super guilty of this. So I really should not. Black bars on the screen. Okay, I think that's because of black bars on the screen. How?
Right now. But the right
What?
But the right now.
I think it's the chat for Zoom, but
Is
not
it
visible for everybody.
Yeah.
So that's what yeah.
Black bars on the screen. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. So let's continue. My recent case study is view resume. We're not gonna check out the resume, but we want. I have to look at the charts now. Okay, fine. I'll take it out. Let's see. My study paddy. Let's check that out. Medimetric. First of all, you're using my favorite shade of blue. I love this blue. So I'll check it out because all right. What do we have? Want to discuss? Yeah, I want to have some discussions with you about work. Okay, so let's check out this three. Find your dream job faster and better. Oh yeah. Okay. Tambourine. Oh, same tambourine. What does your current design even look like?
It's the same with this like the design. So when I posted it on Twitter, they reached out to me and they used the design.
Oh, they used the design. Wow. So they paid you. Wow.
The developer did something else.
So wait, they paid you.
Yeah, they did.
How much? Just type it. Just DM me how much.
Okay.
Just DM me how much. No. But seriously, man, this is dope. This is very dope. Jesus.
I already sent you a direct message.
Okay. Oh hell no. Only?
Yeah, I was just starting out, so it was like it looked like it, attractive thing. So. And it was basically just one page, so I just felt like, kind of.
Wow. Well, I mean, Jesus, this was some very strong leg over they did for you, man. 70K? Yeah.
I sent you a tear when you said it first.
Eh?
I sent you directly. You said it out.
Ah, shit. Sorry. God, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, see, well, this kind of people they usually don't have physical office now. So if you want to run like a smear campaign, see, don't worry, we can do that. Run a smear campaign. I know 2,000 designers. Let's see their contact us. Oh God.
It was
They don't
no.
have.
This is not my design, right? It was just the landing page that
It was just
that
the
I
landing
did,
you did.
and yeah, and that
Yeah.
was just what they so they didn't tell me to make like any extra page.
But either ways, I mean, on the real one, you did it. You did a good job. You did a good job. You did a really
Thank
good
you
job.
very much.
I like what I'm seeing.
That was the
Like
last landing page, the one before the design.
onboarding and good process too.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see the rest. Of course, more opportunities will come. Because more talent know they sleep. Talent know they
That
sleep.
was
Don't
like
worry.
the first money I made from design, so it was kind of like a big, I guess, at that point.
First money. Design first money, they always sweet though. They always sweet. God, how much did I make in my first design?
What did I go? I didn't go anywhere.
Was logo work. Yeah, and I made 900 naira. No, yeah.
Wow.
Was it 900 naira? And so the person, it was 3 logos. Yeah, the person paid me 300 naira per logo. This was in 2004.
Oh.
It was in 2004. And anyway, Shan, let me do myself. I let the guy take control of the negotiation. So it's not understandable. I wanted to collect like 10,000, 15,000. I wanted to collect 10, 15,000, but because I was inexperienced in negotiating now, I was inexperienced in negotiating now. So I just let him just take charge of the negotiation, and then he set the price, and I couldn't even see anything. So I just gave him the logos, and he ended up not even using it. Like I just felt like, you know what, fuck this.
I think that's what happens to, like, when it's your first time, you really don't want to negotiate and all of that. So whatever the offer, if you see it as something big.
Yeah, but you use it to learn. You use it to learn. And during my years following that, I came up with like some rules for negotiating. Yeah, at least that helped me. But apparently those rules were not really like the best rules. And I think I came up with those rules based on the kind of the people that I was doing work for. So I did a lot of work for students or young graduates, people that just graduated. So my approach was simple. Rule number 1: never ever negotiate where your client is most comfortable. So usually when they say come to my office, I was like, no, I can't come to your office. Let's meet at a restaurant, or let's meet somewhere around the area. Or if it was for clients that didn't really have offices, we'll just pick a restaurant and we'll go there and we'll do all the talking, and then we'll do the negotiation there. The reason for that was because, or the reason I felt that was important was because if a client is comfortable in his environment, yeah, it will be difficult for me to sway him towards the price that I want. And that was an approach I used for a few years, and then I then discovered it was a stupid approach. Because number 1, a client is not really interested in the environment. What the client comes with is a mindset. So your opponent is not his comfort, your opponent is his mind. So when I started, when I figured that out, I then figured that if he's coming with a mindset that myself I can come with a mindset, and we don't, and the most important thing you have to understand that we don't have to agree. The moment I understood that, the moment I understood that I can actually get up the table and walk away, and that's the end. Nothing will happen. And I will not feel like I'm losing an opportunity. The moment I understood that, there was a client like this that called me. He worked at Sterling Bank. He called me and basically wasted my time, wasted my money, wasted everything. I booked about like 7,000 from where I was to go and meet him. The guy sat with me. He did not even pay attention to me for like 30 minutes. When he was done, we now started having a discussion. And then midway, he tells me, he has a website, blah, 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 blah. This is what he wants to do. I'm like, I'm taking notes. And then when it's not time for price, he's telling me 50,000. And I'm telling him, is it like for the first month or is that like the first installment? He said, no, for the whole project. I stood up and I left. Because I couldn't deal, man. Okay, improving healthcare experience for doctors and patients. Okay, this is not a bad design. This color is a difficult color to work with. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I like it. It's a very difficult color to work with. So here's the thing here. Here's what I want you to really look at when you're designing. It doesn't now mean that everything has to be blue. Do you get? You can pepper it with accents. For example, now this star has no business being blue. It can be yellow or orange. Sorry, forgive my funny yellow spelling, right? This text this rating can be gray if you want it to be, right? You can do some interesting things with the icons here that don't necessarily have to be they don't necessarily have to be blue. You understand? So all these are like secondary, less pertinent colors. You know that your primary color will always be this blue, right? But it's when you're using all those complementary colors or contrasting colors around the interface that makes it not look like it's like it's a blue wash. 1 minute. All right, I'm back. Okay, so what else do you have here? Good. Web metric, time process, research, UI design. Justice, you left us and you came back.
Good evening, sir. I have to do small stroll.
Alpha. How business now?
Yes. Thank God. Thank God. Now we
Justice,
pray for
good evening.
Anna. No time.
It's been so long.
It's been quite a while, man. Jesus, very
AY is quiet. AY, good evening.
And
Okay.
you see
Style
that
guy.
you see that pray for work, oh, the work has come to choke us.
I like this. I like the design for this thing. Like, make no mistake. It's just that. No, wait. See, I got you. These two no align. This guy and this guy do not align. But forget that. I like this idea. This is just brilliant. Sorry, if I actually spelled everything, but this is actually fucking brilliant. I like it. It's not disruptive, yeah, because what I would normally do for this kind of things, yeah, let me even show you. I'm looking at something where I used those kind of pressure steppers, and then you see where do I use it? So you see me use them here. Right, this is one, this is two. So it's kind of like, it's not really in your line of sight when you are reading, yeah. But if you take a glance at it, you won't miss it. But this is good. I like this. It's a good one. Okay. Also, this is also good. Nice. Well, you have some good ideas. You have some very good ideas. Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, you have some very good ideas. This is actually quite impressive. Okay. Let's see. The final one. You know what? I'm not even sure I want to see. I'm not even sure I want to see the rest of your work, because at this point, I think it's already established that you know what you're doing. She waits for you, I don't worry. Research analysis, yeah. See, fine boy. See, first of all, let me see. Who did you call this person? Alexander Gabriel, that's fine. There's no way this person can be Olumide. I don't. It's impossible.
I just added his name.
Fine. This person is too fine to be an Olumide Esther. This person is a what is common Indian name? Anybody with the word Z word for here, not supposed to know all these fine Indian names.
My man named their papa Ijebu.
I not lie. I not agree. See, if na Ijebu, flat nose for that show, you'll have seen it somewhere. You'll have seen. You cannot hide flat nose. Lie. No matter who the opposing team is, it will surface. But this is good. I think this is I can tell this is a bit of your earlier work, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been designing?
July 2020.
July 2020. Wow.
I just never posted anything recent.
I mean, I think that's even like a good approach. Like, you don't put pressure on yourself, okay?
Yeah, because I have school and a job, so all those things I find it hard to.
You have school and a job. You're not in Nigeria.
I'm in Nigeria.
Oh, so you're working while in school?
Yeah.
What school?
University of Lagos.
Unilag. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Part time?
No, full time.
Full time. What did you study?
I'm studying maths and actuarial sciences.
What?
Mathematics and actuarial sciences.
Jesus. What year are you on?
In my third year. I'm going to my third year.
Hi. Hi. Like, okay, so first of all, the reason why I'm literally behaving like this is because before I went to Covenant, I went to Uniben, and while I was in Uniben, I studied pure and abstract mathematics. Mathematics is hard.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's bloody hard, and also fucking useless to me.
No, I actually do industrial math, so I do more of actuarial science courses than math courses. So
Okay,
I do
you
more of
picked
like
math by
practical.
yourself voluntarily?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Why? Do you want to teach? Do you want to lecture? Do you want to
No,
research?
no,
You
no.
have more.
I picked math and actuarial science, which is like financial math, insurance,
Oh,
things
now,
like that.
auditors.
Yeah, exactly.
I said it is now. You want to be looking at company accounts. You want to be finding fraudulent activities. Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. Don't worry. Usabuna. But really, man, this is good stuff, man. Well done. And really, you have. I wish you could see me clapping. You have my respect. Well done. I wish that when you graduate, that you'd actually take this, you pursue design further. Because or maybe you could probably combine design and just dive into fintech once and for all. But really lovely stuff. All right, so who else do we have here?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I love my shit. Okay, so who else? Wow, there's nine. Oh my God. Oh yeah, Noel. All right, let's check out Noel. After Tiwa, who else was I? Eugene. I finished looking at you, Eugene, right? All right, so Noel. There's Forbes. There is Emmanuel Thompson is here. Hey Emmanuel, what's up, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Good evening.
How about you? How life? How do you?
Everything is good.
All right, so let's see. What do we have here? Okay, it's the same thing, basically. What is Remote Design Week? Ayodeji, what is Remote Design Week?
It's just like a design event. I've posted the link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll check it out. In the meantime, let's start with Noel. Noel, Fiber One Broadband. Okay, this is a case study. Fiber One. Those people have like a weird logo. This is their and this is the new UI. This design has problems. Screen and onboarding. Oh Jesus! This is their current.
As for the onboarding screens here, I actually came up with something later, but now they keep giving me some back and forth, and they eventually sent
it's
me
an actual project.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, so first of all, I think the first thing that you should look out for, is this. So there isn't enough contrast with the background and the logo. Do you understand?
It was actually what it was. This is what the designer actually sent to me. I use the white background, so the logo would be more obvious. But the if you like calling the project manager kept giving me back and forth. It was like this is
like see.
It was stressful at the point. I have to just listen to what they want. I give them what they want.
I see where you have been. I've been there many times. It's the reason why I don't do PPs anymore. I cannot deal with that nonsense. Babanla Oga Center design. I agree with you. I can't deal with this nonsense. Chai. Okay, another thing that you should look out for here. What's it called? Another thing you should look out for, and you should never make the mistake of doing, is, let me do this. Shadows on text fields. Never do it.
Okay.
Never, ever do it. Shadows on text. Shadows on buttons you can do, but you have to be very tactical and sensible about doing it. But shadow on text field, don't do it. Don't do it at all. Okay. Isah ID will send to you in a few minutes. Man. So usually for this kind of thing, you have like some kind of illustration to let you know that this is an actual model. And then how can you now exit from this model?
And the idea I got was that when you just click out of the white box.
How many people know to tap out of the white box? How many people know? Unless you are using like Android. You are using like iOS now. It's not clear to me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So usually when you're doing those kind of things, you have either a dismiss button on this guy, or you have an X somewhere at the edge here.
Okay.
You have your X here, or you have like a dismiss button here. Okay. It can just be like, it can just be like blue text that just says, dismiss, so that it unloads the model. Otherwise, maybe for Android, they can press back, or we are using iOS, we'll be confused. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now, this obviously is a carousel, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. And these are actually for messages, right?
No, just carousel, just slider.
They are slider for messages, like brand messages. Start your fiber journey with us. Don't suffer the suffer. Yes. Personally, this is rubbish. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what they actually wanted, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Very good. Now, and I'm pretty sure that you did a smarter thing, and then you put user information up front and center. Like,
exactly, like the normal mobile UI could look like.
Here, I want to see my internet usage. Sure, you understand. I want to see the plan that I am on. I want to see how much data I have used, how much data I have left. Sure, you understand. My usage statistics are all things that you can, like, all these things that are here, everything that are here, in my opinion, you can use just this section to do it, and do it beautifully, leaving you with enough space to do whatever it is that you want here. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
So let's see. Personal info. Okay, fine. Cool. Chief, where's your button? Where's your
button?
Where's your command button now? After putting all these ones, won't you have a button that you used to update it? You don't know. You don't forget you're supposed to add button here.
My God. Your mind at all.
You not cross your mind. Oh God.
Oh, that's true. The enter button.
Not necessarily enter, like what's it called? Like maybe confirm, update, I mean, this is like account information now. So if I want to change my name, it's not going to like change and then stick there. I need to tell the system that I've updated this, acknowledge. Do you understand?
The thing was that I asked them for a detailed user story, so I would have each information on how the screens would actually look like, and how and what the functions would be. But they just gave me like a list of things. This is how the homepage would look like. They sent me a link to their former UI, their former mobile application, and they were like, we just want you to just upgrade it to make it look better. Everything that is here, this is how we want it to look like, but we just want a better user interface. Again, so I keep asking them. So I was even the one that was not asking them, okay, what is this particular thing for? So they were asked them so many questions, whereas they are giving me a detailed user story. I won't even bother asking them anything.
Okay, so here's what I think you should do. I want to see your own vision for this thing.
Okay.
I want to see your own design for this thing. Yeah. Show me your own design. Show me your own vision for this product. Then let's review. Okay. Justice, go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to add that. Let's assume Noel was going for an interview for a job, and this is part of his portfolio. You know that you will not have this opportunity now to be explaining to whoever is reviewing your portfolio. So whatever job you are doing moving forward, if people don't want to hear what, then they simply they can't do the work by themselves. But if you still have to do it, just know that this one will not be part of the work you show as your own personal project, because they don't understand. The person reviewing you will just like, this person don't know what he's doing. But he will not have the opportunity to know that it is because of the client that you did this. So I know it's not easy in Nigeria with everybody, she's apart the way everybody understand, but try and get to a stage whereby if they tell the person this is what is good, and the person is telling you that no, this is what they want, then I mean,
oh wow. This is good. Grab his spots. Oh, linear. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for this. So if you carry your nonsense, I'll be going, please. But this is definitely something worth, this is something worth listening, because Jesus, man, these guys are. On for real? Guy, how far you record them? 6. Jesus Christ. Okay, thanks, Noel. So let's see. Fabusui, Mr. Fabulous. Oluwatobi Fabusui, man, like yo, Fabusui the design. Okay, first of all, Fabusui, are you here? Are you on this call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. I don't know why I like him. I don't know why I like it. I feel like making up something right now that should be like your final brand name, but like Fab Tub or Tub Fab.
Well, I use Forbes actually.
Forbes. So. Wow. Okay. Geez, that works, I guess. A product designer in Lagos, Nigeria, with strong passion for design solutions in their simplest and most usable form while serving both users and his business goals. That is the longest way of saying I design shit. That is long, man. Like fucking long. Jesus Christ. Man, and this is how you wait.
Sorry, you said what?
How long have you been designing?
2 years now. Yeah,
Yes,
let's do 2 years. Yeah.
You're still a little green, and that's why I can write things like this. See, we that we've been doing this for very long.
Yeah.
We don't care. We don't fucking care. And I can't blame you there because the game is the game. You get like you have to do
actually it is.
You know, like the game is the game. You have to do everything in your power to make sure that you are distinctive and you stand out. Because right now, the industry is oversaturated. There are so many product designers out there and aspiring product designers. You get, but the weirdest part now is it seems that in as much as there are so many people who are into product design, hiring companies are always complaining that they don't have access to enough good, talented designers. You know, that's a different discussion. What I'm trying to point out, like, you know, you on your own and you are doing everything you can to stand out, right?
Yeah.
Unlike us, who, well, moving on. So let's see what you have. Where you innovate, how you innovate, and what you innovate are design problems. Wow. Tim Brown, CEO and president of IDEO. Okay, my projects, Boundless Pay, QXR, Sugovia, and Finerge. Okay, let's look at Finerge, let's look at Boundless Pay, and let's look at this VR. Currently open to opportunities, send me a message and schedule a call. What did you use to design this? Verso?
Yeah, Next.js.
Let me see. Develop, preview, ship. Start deploying. Combines the best developer experience and user performance. So wait, you coded this thing yourself?
No, I had a friend code it. His name is Blue.
Oh. Jesus. Okay. And he just coded one page for you.
Yeah, I needed it out at that time, so I had to like put my what's it called on
Medium.
Yeah, on Medium.
Joshua Oyeleke. I haven't been to Medium in a very long time.
Whoa. Okay.
I haven't been to Medium in a very long time. The reason being that I used to love Medium as a platform, and I tell everyone that asks me, I love Medium, you know, and it was one of the most educative platforms. But you could, back in the day when Medium was Medium, you could read Medium, you could spend 30 minutes on Medium and you come out smarter. You will come out 5% smarter.
Yeah.
That was how beautiful Medium was. I do not understand. Like now it's just trash.
It's full of trash. Just everybody with their sentimental opinions. And
everybody's just agending, and everybody's just, and imagine, God Almighty, God forgive me, Sha. No, actually, fuck that. God shouldn't forgive me for this, for having this opinion. God should forgive them. Imagine me paying $5 a month to read that men are trash.
That's serious.
Like, no, fuck that shit. Fuck that to the highest sky. I don't fucking care. People like, no, it's the truth. People should know. All right. We can spend the next 2 hours just me talking about how bad Medium is, but let's not do that on this call. No, I'm not going to. It's disgusting right now. It's I can never forget the very first article on Medium. It was literally the very first article, and they released 5 at a go when they launched. Yeah. I agree. And then one of those articles was was a man sharing his experience. He wasn't agending anything, he wasn't preaching anything, he was just sharing his experience of how he visited a town and the way he described his experience, the way the words literally came alive. It felt like I was walking down the streets of this town with this man. He was an American man, right? But it felt so nice. And then Medium was another beautiful place for really beautiful, intelligent storytelling, fictional storytelling, non-fiction storytelling, investigative journalism. God, it was, after, when you work from 9 to 5 and they give you like a 2-hour break, yeah, Medium was what I read in those 2 hours. I didn't go on Twitter. I didn't go anywhere else. I didn't go on Facebook. I just went straight to Medium. And then there were now lots of lovely design blogs there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like you would see people talking about, back then it was a skeuomorphism versus flat design battle, and it was Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I still do like 2 articles a day, but I make sure I go to design agency and not just people agending.
Yeah, and Jesus, UX Collective was good. Free Code Camp started was, oh Jesus Christ. Hackathon did not start from Medium, but I know that they had a Medium port. I can't quite remember why, but God. And then reading developer articles as well. Like, if you're a designer and you read articles written by developers on Medium, for some strange reason, you would actually understand some developer principles or some developer concepts. It was just a treasure trove of good knowledge. And then the feminists attacked.
And then everybody started writing articles. Yeah.
And then everybody now started writing articles about their feelings. And no, look, see, I have nothing against feminism. Everyone who knows me knows that I do not have anything against feminism. I do have everything against third wave feminism. No, sorry, not third wave. I don't know what those ones are on about, but keyboard feminists and people with fragile feelings. Anyways, let's not talk about that, I beg. My point is, people just started writing things, and then it became too saturated, and then Medium's algorithm now started pushing them in front of me, like, come on, I just want to read. You have your own audience. You're not pushing things I'm not interested in to me. And the Medium now will call money and said, we'll charge you $5 a month to read everything.
To read these things.
To read these things. To read things I am not interested in. And they put you behind the paywall, and they'll tell you that you can only read 3 premium articles every month. That is just elitist. I know what even makes it more painful. It's elitist behavior coming from a non-elitist, like people that are not supposed to be elitist. I mean, look, I understand the need for Medium to become, if Medium was the way it was when it started, before it sank, giving Medium $5 of my money every month just to be smarter, just to be knowledgeable, just to be aware. Do you understand? There's no way I'm going to give Medium $5 so that a woman will tell me that all men are trash. Or that if you are not, if you are a cis woman, or if you are a straight woman, you are the problem with the universe. Or if you don't let me promote my gender politics at work, then I should not work for you, and I will shame your company. Like, no, I'm not going to.
Okay. I have a question. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. But then sometimes I feel maybe these things could just be copy. Maybe you did not, I don't know, read the full article to see what that person was actually talking about, like the all men are trash. I've read some copies, and on the copy will just capture my attention. But then on reading the entire article, I'll see that, okay, I see where this person is coming from. Or I see what this person is talking about, or it's not really entirely about men are trash. Sometimes I feel it's just copy. I don't know. I may be wrong.
It's just like shock value kind of thing. See, look, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I've read enough of Medium. Yeah, to actually have enough empathy for whoever it is that is trying to share their idea. Especially those trashy articles. Sometimes I sit down and actually read them just so that I can understand. Yeah. You understand? I don't need to agree. Do you get? I don't need to agree. But let me even see where you're coming from. Maybe where you're coming from can shape my stance on this issue eventually. And if not, it doesn't shape shit. It's them just no, it's them just so for the most part.
Like the anger.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just them throwing things angrily, some of them throwing tantrums, some of them just waxing lyrical, throwing complex words, trying to sound smart while confusing you at the end of the day. And the other end of the spectrum is just people just writing non-intelligent things. You get? So I think after a while, it got too toxic for me to stay on Medium, and I just had to leave.
For me, I think this is the era, because the society now, how it's shaped now. I think those type of articles and stuff are what is selling now, because everywhere now is just toxic, on Twitter, on everywhere. So I don't think Medium was left out at the end of the day, because if you look around you now, that is what is selling, that is what is pushing the market, that is where the money is coming from.
You also have to consider the fact. Okay, so now take a look at this now. You know that you can actually run a community, or you can run a community without it falling into toxicity, right?
Okay.
Where everybody is respectful. Now, if you go to Clubhouse, for example, right? If you go to Clubhouse, except in specific exceptional rooms, right? More often than not, the rooms you participate in, everybody is fucking respectful, even though you don't agree with them, or even though they don't agree with you. But everyone is respectful.
Okay.
I want you to try it out. Yeah. I want you to, if you have a Clubhouse account, try it out. Visit like a couple of rooms and listen to them when they speak. Especially those who are engaging in casual discussions, not necessarily like work-related discussions. Those ones you have to sound professional, because you don't know who's listening to you, or who might be interested in what you have to say, or who might be interested in even funding your ideas. But listen to more casual rooms where I have like casual topics, and listen to them, listen to how they speak. That's one example. Another example is Design Jobcaster, which I run. We're about 2,000 in Design Jobcaster. At any given time, there's like 150 people, 120 people who are online. Yeah, not necessarily the same people, but more often than not, they're always online. And in all my almost 4 or 5 years running Design Jobcaster, I don't think I've had a single incident where 2 people fought. If there was, I can't remember, but I don't think there's ever been an incident where 2 people fought. It's possible for you to have a platform where people are not toxic. The reason why companies allow this kind of toxicity is because they can make money from it.
Yeah, true. I agree.
That is all. That is literally it. There's because Twitter, before what it is right now, was a saner place.
Yes, I agree too.
Was a far saner place.
Honestly, it was a saner place.
During the times of, Jesus, it was a fun place. It was a place of, if you wanted like a good laugh, and you wanted like to like talk with people, or even like engage in like pointless banter, you come to Twitter. You have background detector back then. You had what's the name of this guy? What's his name? Jesus, there were so many of them. Something happened. Something went wrong, And tweet and and Twitter, what we are seeing on Twitter right now is a pale symptom of what is happening in real life. So
yeah. But then do you think it's possible to curb what is happening now on Twitter? Because I could remember vividly YouTube. I could remember how toxic YouTube was years ago. But now moving on, I think YouTube is a more saner place to, stream stuff. I don't know if it's possible for Twitter because then it's just people tweeting and passing out energy and stuff. Because everything people say on Twitter is energy, and you look at a particular post, you think it's just a post, but then it's not. It's an energy. It will affect you. Imagine waking up in the morning and going on Twitter first things first and seeing something very toxic. It will spoil the rest of your day, and it's an energy. I don't know, but then I don't know. Is it possible?
First of all, Dave, I think the way you just described it, I haven't thought about it that way. And I think that's a very smart way of thinking about it. Like looking at Twitter, like the tweets you see aren't just messages. They're not just 250 texts. They're not just an expression of opinion. They are energies, and and you consume those energies.
Yes.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
I like reading on weekends. My weekday has to be protected.
Leslie, you remember in those days before this whole social media thing came?
Yeah.
Like if the person is not staying in your house or the person is not in your class in school, you don't know that person.
Exactly. Yeah.
The person is a ghost. Yeah, like I don't even know what was happening in the next town. I don't know. I don't care. All I care about is my classmates, my house, my neighbors, and that was all. And that is why our parents, they were sinner. They could think. If they wanted to impress, how many people don't impress? About 10, 15 people. They don't impress, they don't finish, they don't go out. You get. So we now. Right?
That's like 2,000 impressions.
So like, imagine you want to paint your room, and you now go around like the entire house in the area you stay to ask for people's opinion. Would you come back convinced, or would you just come back more confused?
I think there's a fair chance that you come back more confused.
Yes, but if you say, okay, within my compound, let me ask my neighbor, what do you think? What kind of color should I paint my room? Before you ask all of them, you have a fair decision to work with. But now you have even a mad person, just because he has not removed clothes yet, is on Twitter, is on Instagram. What do you expect? So everybody is now opinionated. They just like, okay, I like blue, you like green. It is fine. But because mad people is everywhere now, because I like green and you don't like green, there's a problem.
So I think that's like where social media is kind of really heading. It's just such it's a shame.
Like what David said, there's nothing you can do about it, but just take note of what we expose ourselves to daily.
Exactly.
Like you said, if you wake up in the morning, you open Twitter and you say bad things, it's your entire day. Like me now, I am I'm following Instablog.
Before you continue, does anybody have like any other portfolio? I think that's like the last one. If there's any more, I'll just review more. Then we can call it a day, and then we can go and enjoy our Fridays.
Yep.
Sorry to cut you short, man. Like it's Friday, and some of us are married.
Yeah. Okay, you have to check the project.
Okay, so who was talking just now? Dave, was it you?
Oops.
Oh, okay, yeah, continue.
Yeah. So I was saying you were here to check the project.
Okay. Social media. Script. Let's go. Oh, what's the time? This is 8. Oh, okay. This thing must not pass a 30.
Yeah, no. Let's just look through the project. Let me get one or two of your takes. And yep.
So, has anyone seen like really like any really awesome project, in Nigeria recently?
Sorry, what did you say?
Has anyone seen any really awesome project or any awesome products from Nigeria recently? Because it kind of feels like, oh God, no, not Abeg.
Yeah, I knew someone was going to mention Abeg, but that's like off memory.
Okay, outside of Abeg, because Abeg, what's it called? Abeg, like the new Carry Wise now.
Yeah, exactly.
Abeg is quite literally the new Carry Wise.
Leslie, do you want to check the projects and just give feedbacks?
Yeah, let me just check the project. I'll check the project. First of all, design rib. So the problem with design rib is that you have to pay for it. Don't stress it. Don't stress yourself. This one, on the other hand, it's not necessarily the worst idea. So that's the challenge with design rip. You have to, although they do like some recommendations for plugins, but you end up having to pay for it. Procreate brushes, I believe. Yeah, Procreate.
Thanks for sharing.
So that is that about that.
Sorry, before we go, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I've been really struggling with typography, and I feel like typography is a whole lot, and it actually really affects your design. So do you have any like recommendations on how
Sources
to
for
like
typography.
learn typography?
I think if you want to learn typography, YouTube is a good place. That's number one. I know that Chris Do loves typography. Oh.
I have a question. I don't know if she's done.
Hold on. Let me check.
Okay.
Typography basics. This doesn't look bad. Let me see this. No. Basic typography theory. No. Omo. So I think try and listen to some of his lessons. That's Chris, those lessons on typography. I think that they are actually good primers, like they would typography. So he has some things on typography manual. Let me just copy this search so that you can get started with it. Oh shoot, I actually posted it to just you.
Okay.
So that should be it. That should be it. Just go through the videos here. Yeah, I think especially the ones by Chris Do, you will have a good understanding. You most definitely have a good
Thank you very much.
All right. Any other questions?
Yes. So for me, I want to ask you directly, I have two things in mind. Yeah. There is design, right? And there is Webflow. That's for me now.
Yeah.
Yes. Given the design industry, I understand that there's so many designers out there, and it's beautiful to see. You understand? Yeah. And personally, I want to hear your opinion on what do you think, given the way things are going. I have a thing for Webflow, building, but then design is there again. What is your take?
Okay, first of all, I don't really see a question in any of the things you just said, but if I'm clear, I can guess that you're asking me what my opinion on the current trends or how design is basically going within the industry, right? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, let me just put out this disclaimer. It's not something I think about so often, but the fact that I don't think about it too often doesn't mean I don't have like an eye on it, because I mean it's very important. You need to know, where the tide is going and how to actually adjust for whatever comes next, right? The truth is, I think we are at a time where our industry is a lot more accessible than it used to be 5 years ago, 10 years ago, right? When I started, everybody who could design was blanketedly called a graphic designer. Okay, you understand? Even those of us that could design UI, what you call UI, they called us front-end designers. They called us front-end designers, front-end graphic designers. Yeah. But the interesting thing is our industry is evolving. Ladipo, good evening, welcome. It's been a while. Our industry is evolving. Yeah, new things are coming up, which is good. Design is a lot more accessible, which is also good. But for every pro, there's a con. The fact that design is a lot more accessible now means that there's a lot more competition.
Yeah.
Right? But it also means that there is a lot more space for you to explore, for you to explore and experiment in. Because right now, everybody right now is doing UI UX. That's fine, right? Illustration is also is already a well-established field, yeah. But what is now the next step for us as designers? Is it AR, VR? Is it generative art or generative systems? Is it no code? There are so many frontiers for us to. Okay, I'll also end. So there are so many frontiers for us to explore, right? So I think I'll close with this. Experiment. Try your hands on as many things as possible.
Okay.
And try your hands on as many things as possible. Try and see. I think in that process, you'll find something that calls out to you.
Okay.
And always keep an eye out for opportunities. Yeah. Of course, definitely you have to make money now. But here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this. Remember to break things.
All right.
Remember to break things. Like do things that normally would not be done, just to see how it will break.
Okay.
Do you get? And it's usually in those scenarios that you begin to see opportunities. Here you get. So I think that's the best way I can actually wrap that up. Emmanuel Thompson, you have a question. You're the last question I'm going to entertain.
Yeah. Okay. So my name is Emmanuel Thomas. Hey, you have been saying Thompson since.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Oh my God. Apparently there is a Thompson. There's actually Emmanuel Thompson. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Okay. So my question is okay. Yeah. So normally I'm a graphic designer. Yeah. And I'm trying to transition into product design. So I was like, I just want like the first things that I'll have to like learn, or first things I have to do to help the transition process easy, get easy, or be easy, guy, or be smoother. You understand?
Sorry, I didn't catch the last part.
So I want to know like if there is something I should learn first, so that I can let the transition process be much more easier.
Okay, a lot easier and smoother for you. Okay, so if you want to transition into product design and you already have like a visual design background there, I think the easiest thing for you to do is to first of all start with UI. Now, the reason why I'm telling you to start with UI instead of UX, yeah. Sorry, Justice. So the reason why I'm telling you to start with UI instead of UX is because I think that's even how I even started. I learned UI first before I started learning about UX. But learn UI first, and that will help you to understand UX better when it's time for you to start learning more about UX. Now, how do you learn about UI? So I've discovered that the best way to actually learn and fastest way, there are two very efficient ways to actually learn. Number one, recreate everything you see. If you see something you like it, recreate it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be one-to-one recreation. But if you see it and you like it, if you see it and you like it, yeah, try and recreate it. You practice every day. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and you find yourself getting better at it. Another really effective way of getting better, or of getting better as a product designer, is find a really good product designer. Yeah. Don't tell him to mentor you. Tell him to allow you shadow him. Do you know what that means? Hello, Thomas.
I don't know what that means.
Now, let me tell you what that means. Don't tell him to mentor you. Don't tell him to be your mentor. Don't show him your designs. Tell him this, exactly what I'm about to tell you. Look, I need to learn how to design, and I want to be able to shadow you. What shadowing means is that everything he does, you do. Whenever he does something you don't understand, ask him. You understand?
Okay.
So everything. So
yeah, I understand.
If he's working on Figma and he's working on the project, if he moves his mouse and draws a rectangle, you are moving your mouse and drawing a rectangle. If you ask him how, guy, I've talked to people like that. If you ask him why he's drawing a rectangle, he will explain to you. Continue. If he draws a circle, draw that circle with him. Ask him questions. Sure, you understand. That way, you are learning from another person's experience, while also keeping your mind open to learning new things by yourself on your own. Do you understand? So
yes,
yeah.
I do.
So yeah, learn UI first before you learn UX.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Full stop. I just say full
All right.
stop.
So thank you guys for coming to my live stream. Hopefully by next.
You made mention of that I'll be doing something for October.
What?
I'll be doing a design for October, something about a brand new creating a product for one thing like that. October.
God, it was supposed to be for Aboki FX.
Yeah, Aboki FX. I remember
It was supposed to
vividly.
be for Aboki FX, but man, there were so many things that happened here, and I got really got caught up here. I think the reason why that didn't really happen was because I was preparing for this new cohort. Yeah. Okay. And then there was so many other things that had going on. There's so many other things that had going on, so I really didn't have the chance to. We could do this. We could say maybe next week. We could say maybe next week. Maybe next week we could actually just take a look at it. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for stopping by. And
thank you for the insight. So as you said that before.
Firstly, you were able to skip me last.
Say?
I said you skipped me last.
Fabuzi, I skipped you. No.
You didn't check the project.
I check the project now. Abi? Oh shit, I didn't.
He said,
I'm so sorry. Okay, you know what? Let's do this next week, okay? I promise. Yours will be the first.
All right, that's fine then.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so guys, enjoy the rest of the Friday. One love. My birthday is on Tuesday, I believe. When is it? Let's see. My birthday is on Wednesday. Yes. Which also coincides with 2010 and the events of 2010. So if you're gonna wish me, no, it's not a public holiday, my guy, go to work. So, but if you're gonna wish me happy birthday, which is really I appreciate that. It would be really nice if you guys could like do some kind of artwork to remember those that lost their lives in 2010. Okay. Do something, do an illustration, do a message, but we really need to remember them and to remind ourselves that Jesus, this is really hard to talk about. This is hard to talk about because 2010 traumatized everybody. Just do something, yeah. Do something that shows that they are remembered and that justice is coming. Okay. All right, guys. Good night.